The first thing Toyota hybrid owners should stop doing is leaving the smart key system active when the vehicle is going to sit unused for several days. Your Toyota doesn't become completely inactive the moment you turn it off. The smart key system can continue monitoring for the key fob, allowing the vehicle to recognize you when you approach and unlock the doors without having to press a button. That convenience requires a small amount of electrical power from the 12-volt battery. For a Toyota that's driven regularly, this usually isn't something to worry about. The battery gets opportunities to recharge as the vehicle is operated. But when the hybrid sits parked for an extended period, that background electrical activity continues while the vehicle isn't being driven. This becomes more important if your 12-volt battery is already several years old or isn't holding its charge as well as it used to. In that situation, even relatively small electrical demands can contribute to the battery becoming too weak to bring the vehicle into ready mode. And that's what can make this problem confusing. You could have a perfectly healthy high-voltage hybrid battery, yet the vehicle still won't start because the smaller 12-volt battery doesn't have enough power to initialize the vehicle's electronics. If you're going to leave your Toyota hybrid parked for an extended period, many models allow you to temporarily disable the smart key function using the key fob. This reduces unnecessary communication between the vehicle and the key while the car is sitting. You don't need to disable the smart key every time you park. The real mistake is leaving the vehicle sitting for days or weeks without considering the extra electrical activity taking place in the background. The second mistake is assuming that locking your Toyota means every electronic system has completely gone to sleep. Your hybrid can still have its Data Communication Module, or DCM, operating in the background. This module supports Toyota's connected features, including remote vehicle functions, vehicle information, and certain emergency services. To keep these features available, the DCM can periodically communicate with cellular networks even when the vehicle is parked and the engine isn't running. Each communication requires only a small amount of energy, so under normal circumstances, this isn't something most owners will ever notice. The concern comes when the vehicle remains parked for an extended period. While it's sitting, the DCM may continue waking up and communicating with the network. That creates an ongoing electrical demand, and over enough time, it can contribute to the 12-volt battery losing charge, particularly if the battery is already aging or partially discharged. This is also why simply telling owners to disable connected services isn't always the best advice. Depending on the Toyota and the services activated on it, turning them off could also affect useful features such as remote access, vehicle monitoring, or emergency assistance. The third mistake is using accessory mode, as though your Toyota hybrid were fully running. This commonly happens when you're waiting somewhere and want to listen to music, charge your phone, use the infotainment system, or keep other electronics operating without actually putting the vehicle into ready mode. The problem is that those accessories are being powered while the hybrid system isn't operating normally. In this situation, the 12-volt battery is supplying the electricity for the electronics you're using, but because the vehicle isn't in ready mode, it isn't getting the same opportunity to replenish that energy through the hybrid system. A few minutes in accessory mode usually isn't a big deal. The problem is turning it into a habit, particularly when you're sitting there for 30 minutes, an hour, or even longer. The more equipment you have running, the faster that electrical load adds up. Your infotainment screen, audio system, USB charging, Bluetooth, and other electronics are all drawing power at the same time. And unlike a conventional car, you can't simply assume that the gasoline engine will automatically start to recharge everything while you're sitting there. In accessory mode, the hybrid system isn't operating in its normal ready state. So if you're going to be waiting in your Toyota hybrid for an extended period, and you need the vehicle's electrical systems, don't make accessory mode your default. Accessory mode is useful for brief electrical use. It's not designed to be your substitute for actually having the hybrid system running. The fourth mistake is adding electrical accessories without thinking about what they do after you turn the Toyota off. Dash cameras, GPS trackers, insurance monitoring devices, OBD adapters, and other aftermarket electronics can continue consuming power while the vehicle is parked, depending on how they're installed. And this is where things can get tricky. Some devices have a low-power standby mode, while others are designed to remain active for functions such as parking surveillance or tracking. A dashcam, for example, may continue monitoring the vehicle even though you believe everything has been switched off. The amount of power used by one device may be relatively small, but continuous operation over several hours or days can gradually take its toll on the 12-volt battery. It's also easy to overlook because there may be no warning while you're driving. You park the Toyota, lock it, and walk away normally. The problem may only become apparent the next morning, or after the vehicle has been sitting for several days. If you've installed any aftermarket electronics, find out exactly how they're powered and whether they remain active after shutdown. If a device doesn't need to operate while the vehicle is parked, disconnecting it or having it installed with an appropriate power management setup can eliminate that unnecessary load. So don't judge an accessory by its size. What matters is whether it's still consuming electricity after your Toyota is supposed to be parked. The fifth mistake is one of the easiest to prevent, leaving something open when you park. An interior light left on overnight may seem insignificant, especially on newer Toyota models that use efficient LED lighting. But if that happens repeatedly, the 12-volt battery can gradually lose charge. And there's another one that's surprisingly easy to miss: the rear hatch or trunk. If it isn't fully closed, some of the vehicle's systems may remain active instead of going into their normal parked state. Depending on the vehicle, interior lighting may also stay on. This can happen without you realizing it because everything can look normal from outside. So before leaving your Toyota hybrid overnight, take a quick look around the cabin and make sure the doors, hatch, and trunk are completely closed. Check that no interior lights have been left on. It's a simple habit, but when you're trying to protect a hybrid's 12-volt battery, small things like this can make a difference. The 12-volt battery may be one of the smallest batteries in your Toyota hybrid, but it plays a critical role in getting the vehicle's systems started. The good news is that most of the problems we've covered are easy to avoid. Don't leave the smart key unnecessarily active during long periods of storage. Understand that connected services can still use power. Avoid extended accessory mode. Check what your aftermarket electronics are doing after shutdown, and make sure lights, doors, and the hatch are properly closed. And if you're leaving the hybrid parked for more than several days, consider using a suitable 12-volt battery maintainer to keep the battery charged. You don't need to obsess over the battery every time you park your Toyota. Just avoid these habits, especially when the vehicle is going to sit unused for an extended period. If you found this video helpful, please don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel for more videos. I appreciate you watching, and I'll see you in the next one.